Thursday, Winter's Jest, the 2024 holiday event, is releasing for the public. CCs are going to have 24 hours of increased or early access, which means that many official content creators will be able to play this on Wednesday, but Thursday we can get access to this as well. And I'm going to go through the announcement. Let's talk about it a little bit. Continuing on from our Blood Moon event last month. By the way, I didn't read this before. I'm doing very well, Grux. I'm doing very well. We'll be tasking ghost hunters with working together to achieve a set of shared goals in order to receive rewards. We've taken on feedback from the Halloween event and implemented that into the scoring system, lowering the required scores while increasing the amount earned for completing tasks, and rewarding bonuses for those playing on higher difficulties. This will mean progress will feel quicker and more satisfying throughout this event. Let's read onwards before we start complaining. I already see something that I like. Bonuses are high for those playing on higher difficulties. I like that. That is a good update. That is a really, really good update. Ro, I think we are going to try and do a lot of high multiplier easy games if we can. Yeah. We'll also be introducing personal daily and weekly challenges for participating in the event. Completing these will reward you with increased XP and money. Okay. I like that. That is good. One question, because that is not clear from the wording. The reward for those challenges will be XP and money, not current or event currency. So we're going to get extra XP and money, but no extra event currency for these dailies and weeklies. I don't know if I'm okay with that. I think it's really good that they're adding daily and weekly challenges for participating in the event, but why wouldn't they give extra event currency, extra event points? Like, let's think about the Blood Moon event. Every map you got 22. They could have added something like identify 3 ghosts in a week or 5 ghosts in a week, and you get 100 extra points. Because then I would suddenly feel much more likely to go in and do these events than going in and saying, but you get extra XP and money. Well, great. I'm already level 78. I don't want to prestige. I want to keep my stuff. So I don't need the extra XP. I don't need the extra money. But I do want extra event experience. So I hope that that is something they implement and have just not written down. I really do, because this part, the inclusion of personal daily and weekly challenges, is something we were calling for from day one. Day one of the Halloween event. But I do like the fact that they're including goals. I hope that they're also going to include event rewards and not just XP and money. For the rest, I think they're doing really well. Taking on board that higher difficulty should give extra rewards. Taking on board that you get extra points for completing tasks, higher points for completing tasks. And also, this is nice, but I would like that little bit extra. What maps are then included? Grafton, Tanglewood, Point Hope, and Maple Lodge. That is a really odd choice of maps. I understand bringing in Tanglewood, because they didn't do that in the last one. They chose for Willow Street instead. Grafton, I understand as well. Maple Lodge is a choice, isn't it? Like, I would say if you're gonna do Maple Lodge, you might as well do Camp Woodwind as well. You're already having to do the floor. You're already having to do all the tents. You're already having to do the big gray tents. You already have to do the logs and the fireplace. Really, the only thing that you need to add for Camp Woodwind is the lean-to. Like lover's seat is what they call it, I think. If you're already making all these assets, why not add that as a fifth map so that people can enjoy it even when they don't want to play Maple Lodge? Game development wise, I would have just said that's a freebie. Because you don't even have to change anything significant. You just go, oh, instead of that one, right? Instead of using no snow, use snow, and you should be fine. But I may be wrong on their development cycle. However, the choice for Point Hope is interesting. That being said, there is more here. Ghost hunters will once again be tasked with hunting down evidence, identifying ghosts, and completing optional objectives during investigations. Adding a festive twist to your games this time will be discoverable Jack-in-the-Box items. Opening these will grant points towards the overall community goal and get you closer to those rewards. Once a stage of the overall community goal is completed, you'll be able to interact with the event altar to claim that stage's rewards. Incorporating feedback from the Blood Moon event, we've made sure there'll be more time once the goal is completed for players to claim these prizes before the end of the event. I'm sorry, I really, really hope that these Jack-in-the-Box items are going to do something. That is not like with the totems where you go like, click, 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 we're done. No. When you pick up the Jack-in-the-Box, there's a chance you will be 15% slower for the rest of the match. Or 50% faster. Or you lose all your sanity, or gain all your sanity back. Or jump scares. Exactly. Give them a little flavor. Could probably fairly easily coat some... yeah, exactly. Tarot effects. And you can very easily... That's the thing, Alexa. You can very easily take these things and just copy-paste them onto the new items and change the amount of sanity it drops. It feels very copy-pasty that they could do and still have a little... It doesn't have to be massive. There only have to be 4 or 5 effects, maybe 6 effects in the first iteration. And when you then notice that during the community goal, people like it, people enjoy it, and you get good feedback, then you go, good. Next time, we are making 12. We are making 15. We're making more. We're going to do more stuff. We're going to have fun. Maybe you make one that's silly. Pick up the Jack-in-the-Box and suddenly the ghost model is always flipped over. You know how much I would laugh during that first time that happens? Just the ghost is walking in the air with its head on the floor. You don't even have to do serious stuff. It's an event. Make some fun. I would love to see these things, and it makes it much more fun for your community as well. I don't think there are many people in the community at this point that are like, this has to be a serious ghost hunting game. There cannot be any fun. I must have my real experience. The tiny snowmen return and shoot us with snow cannons, killing Sprint. That would be so good. But they only happen when you grab the Jack-in-the-Box and just 6 of them spawn and shoot at you while singing a completely distorted version of Frosty the Snowman. I would love that. I would love it if they add those things because, as I said, it takes people from gamers that play your game to true fans of the product and you as a developer. Nothing bad about Phas, right? Because or the developers behind it. But I feel like a lot of the community has felt very isolated, unheard. This is a great step towards a genuine reach out and saying, we're listening to the community. And by adding these sort of fun things from time to time, especially with a Jack-in-the-Box, brilliant. I would 100% recommend it. I think they'll find a really, really good interaction with their community.